Welcome back. We're back with another one for EMT Mood, guys. What are you guys dealing with?
We are back again. I know we said we were gonna switch it up, but we're gonna switch it up next time. So we saw this and we're like, nah, we have to try and watch it. We just slid through it and saw the pictures, so that's why. But you know, we in this another horror one. We just had to. Some of the pictures looked a little intriguing. We don't know what the heck these stories are about, but we gonna get into it.
Anyways, this one's by IMR Scary Tales. This is 3 true gas station horror stories animated.
And they don't tell us the name of the first story, but it says story
Number 1. Let's get straight to it.
Number uno. Oh.
I'm a pharmaceutical rep based out of Charlotte, and this happened 3 months ago when I was driving back from a conference in Asheville. It was around 11 at night, that dead hour when the highway feels like you're the last person alive. My gas light had been on for 20 miles, so when I saw a rundown station near the Pisgah Forest exit...
Oh
20
my
miles?
gosh, man. I swear I had a bad experience like this, and she was by my side, brother. When I tell you, it was dark as hell, and there was nobody on the road, and there was no one at that gas station.
Niagara?
Yes, don't speak on
gosh.
it. I went to the boonies of Niagara, buddy, and I'm telling you, if I would never stop at a gas station like that ever again in my life.
This is why, guys, I always implore us, we're getting one this week,
What?
to get a gas, to get the gas tanks and keep them in your trunk in case that, you know, you end up in a situation like this where you can fill up your own gas.
Bro, it doesn't matter. Just have a jug. Any jug will suffice, my guy.
Any jug, but just make sure it has gas in it.
Hey.
Just make sure it has gas, because you do not want to have to go to no shop, no store, or stop in the middle of the road and in no uncomfortable territory.
And you know what the worst part is? When you don't even know where the gas station is.
Yeah, or where you
If
are.
you have no GPS, you have nothing on you.
You just have to keep driving. Like,
Good luck. That shit is whack as fuck. But let's get straight to it.
I pulled in. The place looked like it hadn't been updated since the 90s. The overhead lights flickered. There were only 2 pumps and a small store with bars on the windows, and I was the only car there. I got out and started filling my tank. About halfway through, I got this crawling sensation on the back of my neck, like someone was watching me. I looked up and saw a man standing on the other side of the pumps, staring at me with this smile that made my stomach turn. I tried to ignore him, focused on the numbers climbing on the pump. Every second felt like an hour. Finally, when I couldn't take it anymore, I snapped at him.
What's your problem? Why are you staring at me?
He tilted his head and his smile widened.
one thing I'm gonna teach you, women, yes, we don't like people staring at us. Well,
No,
yeah,
no,
men,
teach
if
it.
you want to fight, men, you guys can fight.
Nah, I'm just saying, teach
but
it.
as a woman, okay,
Go ahead.
shut up, okay, shut up, because for all you know, some of them get off by looking, so you let them. But if you want to open your mouth and you want them to touch you now and do something to you, then speak. I'm gonna teach you that right now. Yes, sometimes you can spook them, because sometimes it's creeps where you say something and they're like, oh, and they like, no, not in this situation, not in these. No, clearly he's he know what he's doing. He a predator. This is his grounds.
Yeah.
You shut up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The best thing for you to do is like low key just
move fast and shut up.
If it's a self-opening gas station, just let that bitch run itself, and then you just go in the car, lock your door, boom. If he's still standing there, who gives
And
a
you keep
shit?
your eyes on him,
Who
yeah.
gives a shit? Just drive off. What the fuck?
Yeah, as long as he's not bothering you, he can look all he wants. But it's the middle of the night, dark. You don't know where you are. No gas. You need this. It's you who needs this, and he needs you. He wants you.
Thanks.
So nah, bro. Nah. Even start recording if you have to. So in case he does kidnap you, the phone's there.
I ain't gonna lie. Before anything, I would just hop in the car and call the police.
I always
Automatic.
pump my gas,
Like
face my back to the
911,
car.
there's someone stalking me. I'm at a gas station. I'm by myself, and he's really, really ugly me, and he's trying to get me. Boom, done.
This
At
is
least
what
they
I
have
look
your
like. This is
location.
my location.
Yeah.
This is what I'm wearing. This is my car, my
Yeah,
license
yeah.
plate. They
Just
write it down.
Fill them in, and you know you can move about your day.
Nah.
What the hell?
Oh, you made it there.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Technical
His voice had this dreamy quality to it. The hair, the eyes, even the way you stand. He took a step closer. It's uncanny. My hand tightened on the pump handle.
I'm not your wife.
No, he agreed, still smiling. But you could be. you have the same energy. The way he said energy made my skin crawl. I wanted to get in my car and leave, but my tank was only half full, and I still had 2 hours of dark highway ahead. I forced myself to finish pumping, screwed the cap back on, and got in my car. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely get the key in the ignition. The sign on the pump said cash only. I had to go inside to pay. I sat there for a full minute, trying to convince myself to just drive off. But I couldn't steal gas over some weirdo's smile. I looked around the lot. I couldn't see him anymore. Maybe he'd left. Maybe I'd overreacted. I walked to the store, checking over my shoulder every few steps.
Gas stations have phones. I would have definitely contemplating calling the gas station to ask him to come out and get my money. I'm not gonna lie. I would have did something or been like, hey, like, can I e-transfer something? I'm like, I don't want to come in the store. Like, I'm not trying to steal gas from you guys. I swear.
You feel
something
unsafe.
Something.
He's gonna notice the guy there. If he's still there, he should notice him. And he, as a good person, he would most likely come out to assist you. Honestly,
100%. He should have done it from a long time ago when he saw in the pump cameras that he's pushing up on me in my car.
I mean, some of these guys don't even like give a shit. They just be chilling, like, especially this time of the night. I'm sure you just kick back like this.
Or sleeping. Some of them actually do sleep.
Chilling, like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's cash only. He can't really sleep. He can't sleep if it's cash only.
It's only so mash up.
But
the bell dinged when I entered. The cashier, an older guy with tired eyes, looked up from his magazine.
Pump 2.
I said, keeping my voice steady.
And a bag of Doritos and a Coke.
While he rang me up, I kept glancing out the window. There was no sign of the man. Maybe he was just passing through. Maybe he really had thought I looked like someone he knew. People say weird things sometimes. I paid, grabbed my stuff, and walked back to my car. The parking lot was empty now, except for my Honda. Relief flooded through me. I was 3 steps from my driver's door when I heard his voice behind me. I killed my wife. I froze. Every muscle in my body locked down. She was cheating on me. His voice was conversational, like he was telling me about the weather. Found her with him in our bed. I turned slowly. He was standing maybe 10 feet away with his hands at his sides. Even in the dim light, I could see dark stains covering them. I put her body in the woods. He continued, lifting his hands to show me. Right back there, not even a mile in. She's all wrapped up in plastic. The smile was gone now. His face was completely empty. I screamed and ran for the store. I heard footsteps behind me, but instead of following me, he bolted toward the tree line and disappeared into the darkness. The forest just swallowed him whole. The bell dinged as I burst through the door. The cashier looked up, startled. What's wrong?
The man. He said he killed his wife. He said her body's in the woods. His hands were covered in blood.
I was gasping, pointing at the woods. Slow down. What man?
The one who was out there. He was staring at me. He said he killed his wife and showed me his hands. They were covered in...
The cashier's face went pale. He pulled out his phone and called 911. The police arrived in maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like hours. I sat in the back of the cashier's office, shaking, trying to explain what happened. 2 officers went into the woods with flashlights, while another stayed with me, asking questions I could barely understand. It took them 40 minutes to find him. He was sitting under a tree, sobbing. His hands covered his face, still stained with blood. Next to him was a...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just saying.
They found him for real.
Of course they found him, boy. You thought he was...
I thought he was gonna get away.
Nah, bro. He looked like he's deranged right now. He's not in the right mind, like, so he can't really make any smart moves right now. I'm just saying, though, if he... It seems like he only killed his wife, realistically, because, I mean...
He caught her cheating on him in their bed.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't even blame the man for that.
Some people literally crash out. That is a warranted crash out.
Yeah, it is.
She didn't deserve to die. Like, no one deserves to die, but...
Nah, she probably...
That happens sometimes. That's a super crash out.
Yeah, that's a super crash out. I can't lie. You know, but, Rest in peace to her, man.
Rest in peace to her.
Maybe.
She should never cheat.
Dug pit, not even properly covered yet. Inside was a shape wrapped in black plastic. They pulled back the plastic enough to see a woman in her mid-30s with multiple stab wounds to the chest. She'd been dead for maybe 3 hours. The detective told me later that the man's name was Marcus Boone. His wife Emma had filed for divorce 2 weeks earlier, and friends confirmed she'd been having an affair. He'd killed her in their home that night, wrapped her up, driven her out to the woods, and buried her in the dark. But instead of fleeing away, he stayed there until he saw me. I asked the detective why he thought he had approached me. He told him I didn't know. I asked him whether he thinks he'd hurt me if I hadn't screamed and run. Nobody seemed to have any answers. The therapist I'd been seeing says I might never know, and that's something I have to accept. I don't drive that highway anymore. I don't stop at gas stations alone after dark. And whenever someone stares at me too long, I hear his voice in my head, saying I look just like his wife.
Bro.
See? Should've shut up.
Man,
should've shut
traumatized that girl, brother. Like, holy shit. I do not wish that upon anybody, bro. Real life, like.
Just because she looked like someone. And you know what's so funny? There's a lot of people on this earth that look like someone. So, like, imagine, like, being mistaken for the wrong person, which happens all the time, and getting injured or harmed or something because you look like another person.
You know what? If you look like someone and you feel like you look like someone and people tell you that you look like someone, try not to look like that person.
Well, yeah, just have your own little unique style about you.
Just
add some more of your uniqueness, charm to your personality and your fit.
For real.
Might as well. Express yourself.
Alright, we're going on to the second one.
I was 21 when I took the night shift at a gas station off Route 17 because my communications degree turned out to be worthless and rent doesn't pay itself.
Sad reality.
Phil, the owner, walked me through the place the next day. He showed me where things were, what was expected, and how to work the register.
See, it's not about what you can do, it's about what
they're allowing you into, yeah. Because the thing is, there's a lot of things that you can use your communications for. It's just if you don't want to be in that field, then I get it. But a lot of people don't know that their degrees can be used elsewhere than what they wanted to go into.
Like a gas station.
No, communications degrees also work in economics. It also works in, like, you know, translations and etc. But if she specifically wants to get into communications with, like, tech or something, because there's different communications, right? Then I get it. But you, like, if you do research, like, hey guys, if you go to school and you go to school for something particular, and yes, the market is really bad right now because of AI, and you find that you don't have jobs in that sector, you can search, like, related stuff for your degree, because there's a lot that you can use that degree in there, or work for the city. Or work for the city.
Yeah, man.
So,
you get some good benefits from
Don't
the
give
city,
up.
Bro.
Like, you guys went to school, you worked hard, like, you deserve to get a good career with what you've worked for, right? You shouldn't have to settle.
Don't settle at all, ever, never in life, unless it's your child.
Some strange customers sometimes, he said, but you'll be fine. The station sat alone on a stretch where semis do 80 and headlights pass but never stop. I'd been there for maybe 40 minutes when I started feeling like I was being watched. I kept checking the security monitor but saw no one. Around midnight, I stepped out for a cigarette when I found this man standing across the highway. He was perfectly still and probably watching me. Suddenly, a truck thundered past between us, and when it cleared, he was gone. I stood there for a minute, staring at the empty space where he'd been, telling myself I'd imagined it. I didn't, because 20 minutes later, somebody knocked on the glass door. I looked up, and there he was. He was maybe 5'10", and had long brown...
He kind of looks like Rick from Rick and Morty, a little bit. Just that smile. They always got fucked up smile, but
you remind me of a different, not Ed, Ed and Eddie, but there was another animation.
I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk.
Yes, that's like, if you
hair
guys
that
know,
needed
you know.
cutting.
If you know,
He was average and
exactly
forgettable.
what it was.
The kind you'd walk past at the grocery store and wouldn't remember. You open? He asked, even though the open sign was glowing bright above his head. When I pointed at the sign, he chuckled, apologized, and stepped in. He moved through the aisles slowly, running his fingers along the shelves. I watched him on the monitor, with one hand near the panic button Phil had showed
I ain't gonna
me.
lie, they should have a pistol underneath that table, bro. Instead of that, a panic button.
They're in
a
America,
pistol.
bro. Constitute your rights. Like,
Yeah, man, this is right. I can't lie.
He picked up chips, put them back, touched a bottle of motor oil, put that back too. He picked up a candy bar, read the label, and put it back as...
If a man comes in my store doing this shit, I know he's trying to steal something. Simple.
no, they're not. Okay,
Yes, he is.
I
No.
hate when people do this to me.
Bro.
I actually do this a lot.
That's your
Genuinely.
problem.
No,
No.
sometimes I don't have the money, but I'm near the store, so I check if they have anything on sale, if there's anything I like, etc. So I know, hey, this store is good. I can come back when I'm in this area. I'm not stealing, okay?
I be
Sometimes I
thinking-
just be window shopping, okay?
No, see,
Sometimes I really just be checking the price, checking the ingredients. Checking if, like, you know, if this is good. I'll
Yeah,
ask questions like, hey,
Here.
is this going to be on sale for a while?
Take it in. The difference between that is I'm gonna look at you, you're a girl, yeah, boom. The likelihood of you stealing that shit,
Because we're colored.
It's
It happens
high.
a lot to colored people. I'm
cool.
sorry.
That's great. I'm just saying though, me personally, I'm gonna think you're stealing. And no matter what you look like, this is all me though. I'm not saying you are a thief, but I'm saying that I'm gonna think you're stealing something.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
tempting.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck do you mean you're taking out motor oil, this and that, and you look like
Candy,
that?
motor oil.
Bro, you look like that. What am I gonna think? What do you want me to think? Like you're a good Samaritan? You're the only one in my store right now. Obviously, I'm gonna think you're trying to steal something.
I can't
Anyways,
even.
bro, run it back, bro.
I can't even wrong you for
Run it
that.
back, bro.
Eventually, he walked to the counter with a pack of cigarettes in his hand. Long shift, huh? He smiled. I rang him up without answering. He counted out exact change, one coin at a time, as he kept trying to make conversation. I wanted to scream at him to move faster, but he seemed to be determined to stay put.
Hospitality.
You work here by yourself? He asked, handing me the amount.
No, my coworkers are in the back.
Good.
I lied. That's smart. He pocketed the cigarettes. A pretty girl like you shouldn't be alone out here. A lot of weird people on these roads at night, you know?
And it's
The
always
way
weird
he
to
said
see
it
that
made
shit.
my stomach turn.
See?
Hey, can
And I'm the type to, like, make jokes like,
You're
like,
right.
you know, right? Like, I was like,
Weirdos.
you never know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm praying that none of these cars stop because I don't know if a weirdo's in them.
Yeah,
It was like,
weirdo.
and all that. Like,
I
you
know.
know, I was like, if you around here a lot, I would have started, you know?
Nah, bro, come on now. I'm not out here, bro. I don't live out here like that.
Like,
I
you
don't live out here
know?
like that, bro. Chill. Don't ask me all these questions, bro. I'm on the clock. Get out of
your
here.
bathroom? Before I could tell him it was out of order or employees only, but he was already moving toward the back hallway. I buzzed him through and watched the monitor as he disappeared into the men's room. Minutes passed. My finger kept hovering over the panic button. I kept telling myself to press it, but what would I say? A customer is using the bathroom for too long? After about 10 minutes, the door finally opened. He walked out and came right up to the counter. Hey, so the toilet's clogged back there. I tried fixing it, but made it worse. He paused. You should probably look before it floods. Don't want you getting in trouble. My throat closed up.
Don't leave, bro. Stay right there. Wait till you
I
get
always
to
tell
the
guests, I'm like, it's okay. We have
Yeah.
management deal with
Yeah.
it. They told us whenever there's maintenance
Bro.
issues to leave it alone because they prefer that we don't ruin anything or make it worse. If it floods, we have insurance to cover it, so it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm so sorry. Did you get to use the washroom? Oh well.
Okay,
Properly
good.
though.
I have a good night.
Yeah, like.
For all we know, she could get up right now. He could follow her,
Grab
and
it.
push her in her, dump her head in this shit. What do you call it? Wet willy or what do you call that shit when you dump her
Waterboarding?
water? No,
Or like, oh, drowning.
you know, you just take their head and you just.
Wet Willy?
Is that
No,
what
not
you call
Willy. Toilet. Oh, what is it called?
Anyways,
you
you know what I'm saying? I
guys
don't
know what
about
it
that
is when
shit.
they put you
guys
in
are
the
different.
toilet.
Bro, whatever. He could either
Flush
do
it,
that,
no.
or she could go and he could rob the store. Simple.
It's
Those are
gonna be
the
stuck
only
on my
things you
mind the
can do.
whole video now.
Nah, don't worry. You can search about it. It's not that
Crap.
important. You just watch a movie and you'll see it.
All right, I'll check it.
I mean, you should. Like right now.
Oh, no.
It's pretty bad. Come on, I'll help you.
Did you?
I opened my mouth to say it was fine, but his hand had already closed around my wrist first. Just real quick. I tried to yank my hand free and dig my heels, but his grip tightened and he pulled harder. I told him to let me go. He ignored my protests and chuckled. Panic flooded in. We were alone. I didn't know what to do. I glanced at the door. It was too far. Even if I ran, he'd catch me in no time. My heart started hammering. Tears pricked at the back of my eyes. The bathroom door was just a few feet away. Just then, the door chime rang, and a trucker walked in. You got a bathroom? The man's hand released my wrist instantly. He smiled at the trucker, nodded at me, and walked out calm.
That's what you call a bitch.
He got energy for a woman, but not for a man. Drag him in the washroom. Sorry, up in the camera. What a waste.
Bro, I would have told that trucker,
Get in there! Get it! He tried to rape me! I would have said anything.
Bro.
I would have said anything.
I would have pressed that button cause she delayed.
Yeah, she's over
Bro,
here trying to
she had one
press
hand.
that.
She had one hand open
He's
the
grabbing.
whole time. Like, what is she doing?
She's tweaking. You're not stronger than him, girl. Press that button.
I'm telling you, some people just don't know how to react in situations, bro.
Nah,
Like,
it's okay though.
She's
Yeah.
really,
Some people's bodies do shut down.
She
but
needs to
girl,
go to-
You
what
kept
do you-
your hand on the button the whole time, and the one time he actually touched you and grabbed you, you can't find the button.
bro,
You're
she
over here
need-
reaching to release his grip. You can't.
she needs to take some self-defense
Defense,
classes
yeah.
because the shit that she went to school for, she ain't even good at this shit, my nigga. Like, she's
don't
not.
know.
No, she's not. She's not.
Yeah, man.
She needs some sort of security background, bro. And I know she's just a cashier at this point, but brother, you need to be able to protect
But gas
yourself.
stations at night, bro, you need to have some type of security.
I mean,
Like,
shit.
this is why they they
Bro,
prefer women do not work late
Yeah,
nights on their
of course.
own.
But I'm just saying, like, even the guys that just are here, they're by themselves at our gas stations. Like, it's just them.
Yeah, it's not safe for them either.
Them
Men
doing the
or
night
women.
shift. They close,
know.
they open, bro. Like, I know they gotta be able to protect themselves better
Yeah.
than this. And this is America. I'm not saying they have like, I mean, certain rights, right? Some states can't carry.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I
case.
thought all states can carry, no?
bro, certain states cannot carry. So I don't know what the case is for these guys,
See?
but I'm just saying,
I don't
like,
live in no America. Yeah, no. They
She's
should have had a
lucky.
gun in underneath the table or something. I don't know.
I'm just saying, we don't know that if they can even do that. But she's lucky as shit that someone came in at
She's
that
so
point in time.
lucky because
Real
it
life.
really looked like she was not gonna press that button.
She was not gonna press that button.
Like,
She was
you-
too worried about her hand being taken by this guy.
She's stressed.
What the hell, bro?
Over
But-
the table. She's willing to get dragged over the table before she pressed the button. She would have to do that with her foot and
And
press the button with her
the
foot.
saddest part is he's not even that strong either because
Look at this guy.
she was still restraining. She was still
able
holding
to
herself
push
down.
back and
She
pull
was still-
back.
She was still doing her shit. So he's a weakling like shit, and he's a bitch. That's why we understand why he still didn't continue to knock out my guy and still continue
Yeah.
to take her because he's a bit. You know what I'm
What
saying?
a waste you.
Let's get to it though. Like,
He had all the time in the world. Through the window, I watched him cross the lot until the darkness swallowed him. I kept staring at that spot where he disappeared, half expecting him to come back.
What a complication.
My legs gave out. I sat
called out
behind the
of work.
counter while the trucker used the bathroom. My wrist throbbed where he'd held it. There were red marks on my skin in the shape of his fingers. I immediately called 911. I don't
Oh,
remember
no.
what I said. It took them 20 minutes to arrive. I begged the trucker to keep me
I thought you
company
thought
till
the
then.
I thought the trucker
They
was
checked the
gonna be on
restroom.
shit.
There was no clog. The toilet was fine. But sitting on the closed lid was a plastic grocery bag. Inside, they found duct tape with the end already torn off for quick application, a knife with its blade wiped clean, and a Ziploc bag full of pills crushed into powder. Everything was arranged neatly like a kit he'd assembled for a specific purpose. They took the bag and asked questions. One officer told me those pills were meant to cause rapid unconsciousness. You probably wouldn't remember anything after, he said. That's the point. I quit the next morning, texted Phil I wasn't coming back. He didn't try to change my mind. The cops are still investigating, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Bro, that was her first day on the job, bro.
Trauma. Trauma.
At that point, fam, you just gotta give up. Like,
She has to work somewhere else.
Yeah.
She's definitely not applying for no gas station ever in her
nah,
life.
never again, bro. Like, that shit is out. That shit, you can't do that
Never
no
in her
more.
life is she applying for a gas station.
I see what she's telling her friend though. Like,
3 weeks later, I connected with this girl who'd worked there before me on Facebook. She lasted 3 days, said something felt wrong
Oh, that's her
but
friend
couldn't
text
explain
me.
it. When I pushed, she told me Phil was always hiring young women for the night shift. Said the turnover was insane. Most people don't last a week.
They just stopped showing up.
She said,
Some didn't even quit officially. They just disappear and never come back.
she told me I was lucky. It doesn't make me feel any better.
Phil
I
was
still
like,
think
what?
about the girls who didn't get lucky, with a guy lurking in the dark, hiding sinister motives.
Probably
And you know what the thing
Phil's
is?
accomplice. Probably
And
he's
you-
setting them up.
And you know the saddest thing about like working late nights is, bro, when you're doing shit like this and you're meeting like customers every day, every night, a lot of these guys don't get attention. A lot of these guys don't have that you know that
Interaction.
love life. They don't have that interaction with women. Like some guys go days without seeing women, bro. And it's
I
like
think it's like 70% of men that don't get to interact
come
with
back.
women intimately or like physically, verbally.
any
like,
type of way. So if they see an easy lick like that, some guys
Come
are
on.
going to take that shit, regardless on if you want it or not. And that's why you have rapists, and that's why you have certain guys out here, because they don't get love, real life.
abductors and all that, bro.
And I'm not justifying it, because these guys need to get keyed. But I'm just saying, this is why some of this shit
But
happens.
yeah, this stuff can be avoided, or these behaviors can be, like, you know, put down a
I'm just
little.
saying, you can't have women working by themselves, bro.
Yeah.
Especially doing shit like this. This shit
Phil
don't
over
make
here
no
talking
sense.
about he only hire women for the night shift.
Fuck.
Phil is up to something.
Phil is the one supplying this mother guy with these women. That's
Yeah.
what it seems like.
It has to be. Go investigate Phil. Go investigate.
He didn't. You see, man said he didn't even ask her why she's quitting.
He
so
didn't
I
even
already,
try and
you know what I'm
persuade
saying?
her.
I already knew what it is.
Yeah,
I already
Phil,
knew what it was.
Phil.
He's okay with this. He's okay with the way his business is being run. That's what it seems like to
Yeah.
me. So
Waste you.
on to story number 3.
La story.
I'm an insurance adjuster from Columbus, and I've been smoke-free for 4 years. I quit when my wife Sarah got pregnant. But 6 weeks ago, after the worst fight
Hold
of
on,
our...
hold on. He quit when his wife got pregnant.
4 years ago.
Stressed him the fuck out. She's
No.
on her journey right now. You know
No,
what
it's
I'm saying?
only it's you know that pregnant women are more susceptible to smoke, and it can affect the fetus. The fetus can have like autism and etc.
No,
and come out.
He.
Yeah, but if he smell like if she smells it, if she can secondhand smoke, like all that stuff.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't secondhand smoke around his wife.
Some people do.
I'm not saying
Some people are
I'm giving him
terrible.
the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, no, obviously, but also the smell probably makes her sick, like nauseous, and it's very hard to get rid of the smell, the smoke
shit.
smell. Even when you shower, brush your teeth, it still like lingers. So he probably was making her feel extremely sick too.
Alright, well,
So he's a good guy.
we'll see.
So far, so
lives, I bought my first pack in
After a
years.
big fight.
I needed it to process the grief of losing my daughter, Lily. She was 7 years old when an active shooter at Riverside Elementary took her in the cafeteria.
Oh, remember this?
It took him 23 seconds to steal our princess.
Everyone who died
Sarah
about
and I were
that.
drowning in different directions. She wanted to talk, to process, and attend support groups. I wanted the world to cease to exist. That night, she'd asked me to...
Mental health awareness is real, especially for men. Men really do shut everything out and shut down. So at least she was trying to help encourage him to speak about it, because that's the only way you can move forward.
Bro.
But I'm so sorry.
Can't lie, if I lost my daughter or my son, bro,
You probably shut down.
I wouldn't even. I'm not gonna speak on what I
See?
would do, but I can tell you what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't want to sit in front of someone and talk to someone about my child passing.
See,
That's
but
what
you
I
got
would
that's what you
not
guys
wanna do.
need. See, that's
Yeah.
what men do.
Nah.
But
yeah,
mental,
bro. You can go to like certain people. I'm not saying you can't go to, but I personally, I wouldn't do that.
see, you would need to. Mental health awareness is very real, especially for men. That's why they have a whole month in June for men's mental health awareness.
But men don't even take that shit.
They don't even.
I don't even. Okay, it's good to have a. I don't, bro.
It's to bring awareness
a
to
month
give you
for
guys the
men's
help they
mental
need.
health.
Yes.
Bro, a man's mental health should be a regular thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's why they give
But-
you guys a whole month, because you guys really are not aware of mental health, like the science that goes into it, the emotions, etc., the process,
So,
the fact
let
that
me ask you-
speaking is so beneficial,
okay, so let
that
me
kind of
ask you,
stuff.
what would you do for a man that's in your life that you know is going through mental health? What would you guys do, and what would you do? Tell me what you would do. How could you help a man
I don't know,
for a
encourage-
month?
Just literally encourage them, give them like scientific facts, information, help them, give them tools,
Mm.
connect them with websites, with people, with programs, and etc. Because you never know. Get them a psych eval to make sure that they're all there. You know, have them speak to their doctor if they don't feel comfortable speaking to like a psychiatrist or a therapist, and the doctor can help them as much as they can and refer them to someone who would suit their best, like, you know, compatibility and communication and emotions, just stuff like that. Like there's so much ways, but you should never just let someone keep drowning, especially a man. Men like help support in a relationship, they take care, they provide. So if they shut down, a good amount of the relationship does shut down. So, you know, I just feel like in general, each partner is important, but men specifically avoid getting better when they're feeling negative. They avoid getting better, or they try to push it aside, like, oh, everything's good, life just keeps going, nothing matters. No, like, you matter. Like, your life matters, your feelings matter, your emotions matter. You are just important as anything else going on. And yes, the world doesn't stop, but your life should take a pause or slow down if need be.
So what if your life doesn't allow you to take a break? What if your life
It does. There's a lot of things in place that you can do. It's just you're letting your mind trick you. You're letting your situation, your circumstances trick you.
Well,
there's always a way.
To all the men
Never
out
give
there,
up.
I hope you have someone like her in your life that can help you and push you to become better when you're really feeling down.
Never give up, bro.
Never give up.
There's always better.
There's always hope, my guy.
You matter,
Just
real
know that.
life.
Let's continue.
A grief counselor with her. I said no. She said I was abandoning her when she needed me most. We both said things we'd probably never be able to take back. So I got in the car and drove aimlessly until I came across this gas station off Route 40. I needed cigarettes and needed to not be in my own head for 5
Smoke them
minutes.
that fast?
I pulled in.
That much?
The lot was nearly empty, except for this beat-up van parked by the pumps with the engine running. A guy was filling the tank, and in the back seat, visible through the window, a little girl, probably his daughter, was crying. I told myself it was none of my business. The kid probably wanted candy or something, and Dad had denied.
I can't lie, and you know the saddest thing is, you come across, like, if you ever feel like you've been in positions where you feel like something is not right, like this, for example, you've seen children that are with people that don't look they're related or nothing, like, if you
Or the
feel
child
like you
looks
should,
extremely disturbed or
yeah,
upset.
like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would not step in, bro. But if I really feel like something was really wrong, I would call the police. I would not physically go over there and, like,
I'm
try
not
to
gonna
figure
lie.
it out.
I
You
leave
know what I'm saying? I'm not doing
311
that.
tip lines. I do little.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I'm excessive. Okay, guys, that doesn't mean avoid me if you guys ever see me.
yeah, avoid it.
But I be in there'll be times in the grocery store where I'll take pictures of people and they're joking.
Oh, you shouldn't say that.
Sure. Listen, I'm being open with their guests.
You should-
No, I take pictures of people with their children, but I delete it afterwards when I realize, you know, that nothing's wrong. But initially, if I get a weird feeling like, oh, like, does this child belong with this person? In case, God forbid, anything happen, if I cannot describe it, if I cannot do the time or place, I have a photo. Okay?
I'm just saying,
Especially of cars, when cars make me feel unsettled, I will take a picture of the car, the make, and the license plate. I'm dangerous. Stay away from me. If you're doing something bad, stay the F away from me.
Yeah.
That is number one. I'm very nosy and fuss. One thing that literally, I have a fear that when people are in trouble and I'm not able to help them. That is a genuine fear I feel every single day, because I hear like, oh, this person was kidnapped and they were in the parking lot the whole time, and you see they could have got caught, or they came in the store to grab something and they looked weird, and they could, like, the times where people are just stupid and just too selfish and minding their own business. When I walk past cars in parking lots, I look into them. I'm sorry. In case I see something ruggling around in the back seat, someone's kidnapped, a child banging on the windows, a dog that is trapped, something, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I am Foss. If you're doing something wrong, do not be around me, because I will take pictures and I will make notes and I will call tip lines and helplines saying that, hey, this seemed off. I'm sorry. So, but that's what I do.
So yeah,
That's what I do.
just watch your backs, bro, because we have officers like her outside. Just know that.
Civil servant
You think-
to society doing my
Think you're gonna
duty.
do wrong shit around her and get away with it?
Nope.
Good luck, boy.
Nope.
Good luck.
Parenting stuff. But I couldn't stop looking. She had dark hair and pigtails and looked about Lily's age.
See?
I went inside, grabbed a pack of Marlboros, and paid the clerk. Through the window, I watched the man walk inside to pay for his gas. The girl was still crying, with her hands pressed against the window and her mouth open in a wail I couldn't hear through the glass. She saw me and mouthed,
Help me.
my blood went cold and my heartbeat picked up. The rational part of my brain said I was seeing things, that grief was making me paranoid, but my feet were already moving, carrying me back outside toward the van. The girl's face was red and blotchy from crying. When she saw me approach, she started hitting the window and pointing frantically at the front passenger seat. I peeped in and saw a woman slumped in the seat, with her head lolling to the side. A dark stain was spreading across her temple, matting her blonde hair. I squinted a little harder and realized the woman was bleeding. Right then, the bell dinged, and the guy walked out. I really looked at him for the first time. He looked to be about mid-20s, clean-cut, and was wearing a polo shirt and khakis. He looked like someone's friendly neighbor with that goofy grin, but there was something off about him. Excuse me. He smiled, walking toward the van. Need you to step away from my vehicle. Your vehicle? I asked. Who's the woman? My wife. She's sleeping. His smile didn't waver. She's bleeding. She hit her head, sort of clumsy. I'm taking her to the ER. He reached for the door handle.
Did y'all hear that? Or did his accent just switch the fuck up just now? What was that?
It's the guy telling the story. Must be.
Bro, what?
Must be.
Now please, my daughter's upset. You're scaring her. The little girl screamed.
He's not my daddy. He's lying. He took us.
The man's face flipped in seconds. He was furious. He angrily smacked the window, and before I could move an inch, his hand went to his pocket and came out with a folding knife, the blade already exposed. You should have minded your own business, he hissed, inching closer. I didn't have a weapon or a plan, but I'd lost my daughter 3 months ago, and this man had taken someone else's. My hand shot out and grabbed the gas pump still hanging from the van's tank. I yanked it out, and gasoline sprayed everywhere, specifically at him. The sharp smell filled the air. I pulled out my lighter and flicked it open. The flame danced in my hand. Don't move, I warned. Don't move or I'll light us both up. His eyes went wide. The knife was still in his hand, but he'd frozen. Gasoline dripped from his hair and clothes. One spark, and we'd both be gone. Drop the knife. He didn't move. Drop it. You're making a mistake. You don't know who we are. The knife clattered to the pavement. Keys, toss them over here. He pulled them from his pocket with shaking hands and threw them toward me. I kicked them further away. Now sit down, hands on your head. He complied. I kept the lighter burning and kept it visible. My thumb was aching from holding the button, but I didn't dare let go. Somebody call 911, I shouted toward the store. The clerk's face appeared in the window with his phone already pressed to his ear. The little girl was still crying, but quieter now.
Mommy, wake up.
Your mom's gonna be okay, sweetheart, I said, though I had no idea if that was true. The police are coming. You're safe now. It took them 6 minutes to make it there. They found the whole story on his phone. He'd been catfishing single moms on dating apps. He'd flagged down this woman on the highway, pretending his car broke down and asking for a ride. When she stopped, he hit her with a tire iron, threw her in the passenger seat, and took off with her and her daughter. The woman, Jennifer Hayes, survived. Severe concussion and fractured skull, but alive. They said if I hadn't stopped him, he would have taken them somewhere and done things I wouldn't want to think or speak. The detective called me a hero and said I saved 2 lives, but I didn't feel like a hero. I felt like a man who finally did something right in a world that had taken everything from me. I went home that night. Sarah was still awake, sitting in Lily's room, holding her stuffed elephant. I sat down next to her and told her everything. We cried together for the first time since the funeral. We're going to counseling now. It's not fixed, and I don't know if it ever will be, but we're trying.
I ain't gonna lie.
Those are two people who really care about each other and they love each other. So at least
Nah.
he made the effort, you know.
Was a banger story. Can't lie to you.
He is a hero. He is a hero. The fact, like, some people would genuinely be complacent and they would just leave when that guy says, "Oh, we're good. It's just my wife." They would just be like, "Okay, fine. Like, I'm not dealing with this. You know, it's whatever." But no, like, he genuinely felt on his heart heavy that something was not right, and he did the right thing and he saved a woman and her child. Oh, that was a very good story.
Let us know which one was your favorite.
R.I.P. to all those kids who died in that Riverside or Riverdale shooting.
Riverside shooting.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was a big thing. That hit a lot of families very hard, so. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes some guys do have to have an encounter to realize that, hey, like, this is not the end of the world. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. The story was good. Good lesson. Good.
Yeah,
good.
so just like, comment down below which story was your favorite. Let us know what you guys think about it.
Any thoughts, any feedback?
Exactly. Anything you guys want to speak on, just speak on down below, man. We'll respond. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we'll actually respond. Like, if you guys don't want to talk to us, then just say so. But we'll talk to you. Like, respond.
You already know. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, wherever you are.
And yes, please check out for the men in your life.
EMC
You
Mood,
never know if they're okay.
signing out.